Hello boys and girls, welcome to the second episode of my Burton Albion Legacy series, and we have made a couple of quite tasty transfers. We've been quiet in the transfer window. I didn't want to change the squad too much because it is a very good squad. I was very happy with it. But I'm banging a few players, mainly young players, because I think when you're sort of managing at this level, you really need to focus on youth, because selling them or developing them is the way you're either going to improve or make money, whatever you're going to focus on. And that's what I've done. I've purchased a couple of young players. The first one, you probably recognise a few of these. They are ex-Premier League players. Daniel Boateng. He was at Arsenal, I believe. He didn't make it into the first team. Did he make any appearances at all? No, he has been on loan to the League 2 quite a few times. He went to Hibernian as well. He's been on loan to League 2. He hasn't really made it many professional appearances at all. At the age of 21, that's quite disappointing. But he will do at Burton. I think this is going to be the club where he settles down. We really needed we struggled with centre backs because they were either too old or too young. And I guess you could say Daniel Boateng is a bit too young as well, but he's good enough. He's young and good, so we've got someone who's going to improve, and in a few years will be good enough. So he was a good transfer. I'm glad I got him. He was free agent. He's on £650 a week. He'll definitely be making quite a few appearances in the yellow jersey. Next player we brought, Henry Randall. He's not a very good player, to be honest. He's sort of backup. I'm playing 3 in midfield, and I want to sort of try and push it into a 5 central midfield formation in a couple of years' time. So I wanted to start getting the backup in. I wanted to make sure I had a lot of options in midfield, because I like to cramp out the centre of the park. I got this guy. He was at Norwich, but he got released. Didn't break into the first team. He's decent. I'd say sort of all-round midfielder. As you can see, all his attributes are pretty consistent. They're all 10s, 9s and 8s really. We've got a 4 and a 5 in long throws and penalty taken. Really don't matter. It really doesn't matter. Very, very good player. I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops, because he could have a lot of green stats once he gets over the couple of years. Once these attributes all go up by 2 or 3, they're going to look very good attributes. If that makes any sense. I'm mumbling now, aren't I? So he's good backup. He'll be getting a few runs, because I'd like to see how he develops. He could go either way really. And then we got this guy, a player I really have heard of. I like the look of him at Liverpool under 21s when he played there, or under 18s. I saw him a few times in youth games. Yelani Bio. He's a bit of a brick shithouse really. He's quite small, but he is a nutter. Well, he looks like a nutter. He's got 15 aggression, 16 bravery. He don't fuck about. He goes in for the tackle and he wins them. Bit bad because he's not that great in the air. I like my defensive midfielders to be quite tall, so I like them to drop in between the centre backs sometimes and make that back line a back 5, if that makes sense. So you've got 3 centre backs playing, but it's sort of like I like playing my defensive midfielder almost as a centre back who just goes forward a bit, one that's got a bit more freedom to go forward. But he's quite small to sort of drop in between the centre backs, which might be a problem, but at this level, you know, you're going to have to sacrifice some attributes, some features of a player you're looking for. But Yelani Bio, he hasn't made any professional appearances ever, but he will for Burton Albion. I like the look of him as well, because he can play right back as well, and he's only 19 years of age. He's on £425 a week, which is absolutely pittance. And he's versatile. He's very versatile. He can play defensive midfield, he can play central midfield, he can play left back or right back really. Good signing. I like the look of him. He's a decent player. Came from a Liverpool FC. And then finally we got this guy, Will Beasley. I haven't actually heard of him at all until I signed him. He was at Blackburn apparently. Didn't make it into Blackburn's first team. A lot of these were just rejected youth team players from big clubs. He's a left back. He looks good. He looks very good. He's very defensive, it seems. His mental attributes are very good considering his age. And mental attributes shoot up with age, so just keep going up no matter how old you get. Physical ones will go up as well, and technicals are bound to go up. So he's going to be a good left back. We've got a quality left back at the moment, but I don't see him ever really getting in front of. Let's have a look at him. Our left back, you've probably seen him from the other one, Damien McCrory. Maybe you can give Damien McCrory a bit of pressure for that first team spot. I don't know. Maybe if we've got 2 quality players, 2 first team players, it means we can sell one and make money. And at this level, money is so important. At the moment, we've got hardly anything in the bank. I think it's like 130k, 70k now. Jesus Christ. So money is so important at this level. So it's important that you've really got an option of players. And it probably is about selling players. It's about developing youths and selling them for a profit so that you can invest the money on developing the squad. So you've got to get the balance right of improving the squad and also improving your finances, which is going to be the challenge of managing Burton Albion, I think. So that was all the transfers. Next episode, guys, I'll upload probably tomorrow. It's going to be the first game of the season against Oxford bloody Town, or whatever it's called, Oxford United. There's a lot of Oxford clubs I know. So Oxford United in Sky Bet League 2, the first game of the season. Our Oxford, what sort of club are they? They've been in League 2 for a while. It's going to be a hard game. It's going to be a hard game without a doubt. Let me see where they're predicted to come. If it will tell me. I'm not sure if you can. I'm still not that used to the interface. 7th. Wow, we're predicted 6th. So it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a great game to start off. Unfortunately, it's away from home. I always struggle at the beginning of the season, so be patient with me, guys. The tactic we're going to be going with, I've been playing a sort of 4-5-1. I've dropped the left mid, just left winger down to left mid, just because he's much more suited to a deeper role. Atkins is going to be the more advanced right-sided attacker, and Bevan up front. We're Musinho and Bell in midfield, and yeah, no new signings made it into this team, unfortunately, that I've made. We've got Brotang on the bench, Bolano on the bench, we've got Beasley not even playing, and who else was the other bloke we signed? What was the name of the other geezer we signed? We signed 4 geezers, didn't we? Brotang, Brio, Beasley, and have we got someone that's gone into? Oh, it's the young Northern Irish geezer. Yeah, he's in the youth team. That's why. So this is the lineup we're going with. I'm not playing with any instructions. If you guys struggle with tactics, it really is a way to start off, especially if you're at a low team. Too many instructions can contradict each other, and it can leave holes, make you make mistakes. If you're struggling with tactics, I really do recommend just starting off with a formation. That is it. Assign the roles you want, and then build from there. If you see perhaps you're not keeping the ball enough, then you add the instructions. Think, okay, I've tried this tactic out for a couple of months. We're not retaining enough possession, so I'm going to add the instruction, retain possession. You build it from there. That really is the basics to do if you want to build a tactic. A lot of times, you know, when I was new to the game, or new to the new tactic system, I'll just go in and make a tactic straight off the bat, and it can be sort of difficult because you don't know what's going to work. It really does work just starting off basic, especially in lower level clubs. Just fundamentally start off with just a basic formation, roles, and then work from there. Work from the ground up. Don't build a hotel straight away. So that's the team we're going with. No formations. I've also started training other ones, 4-4-2 when we need to be a bit more attacking, and this one I'm going to be a bit of a bastard. When we're winning, I'm going to be a Jose Mourinho and sit everyone behind the bloody ball. And yeah, not even press. I'm going to add a few team instructions to this one, just to sit deep, just make sure they can't get past us at all. So I think that's going to be important in this game. It's about holding on to leads, because this league is going to be very sloppy. I think there's going to be a lot of mistakes, a lot of chances to throw away leads, and also win games when we're losing. So it's going to be an up and down season, I think. That's the formation I'm going with. Tune in next episode, guys, for the big game where we take on Oxford bloody City. Oxford United, what am I on about? And we are going to try and go top of the league. Yeah, let's say that. Let's try and win this game by a lot. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be happy with a draw, to be honest, in the first game of the season. I really do struggle at the beginning of seasons. Tune in next episode, guys. Watch the live game. Hopefully it'll be a good game, and I am out. See you later.